So I realized it's been a while since I've really done much online. I had a short burst in there and I was doing really well, and things started falling apart again after that. I'm currently actually in the process of filing for disability. I've already had my hearing. I've been waiting for almost 3 years now. It's been about 28 months since I started filing. And during that time, I've kind of gained a new respect for people that actually have gone through the disability process. I have a number of health issues that are abnormal. And what I mean by abnormal is they don't really fit into any one category. Most of them are heart-related in a completely un-heart-related way, and kind of, so to speak. So I have chest pains constantly, constantly. If I were to go upstairs or go walking around, I would have chest pains. I also, I have extremely high blood pressure. Like, when I say high, I mean 200 over 150. And I also have low blood pressure at times. It can fluctuate. So I can have 80 over 60, let's say, for a low blood pressure. So it fluctuates a lot. There's no control, really. We still don't know what my baseline blood pressure is, and we've been really keeping an eye on this for about, 5 years now. Pretty close to that now. I started having heart attacks when I went to college, and I wasn't able to complete my college semesters. Well, I completed my first few, but I wasn't able to complete my program because I was having so many heart attacks. I've had 5 confirmed heart attacks, and they suspect that I've had a lot more. So it's confusing because I have a lot of these heart attacks for no apparent reason, apparently. They just kind of come and go. I do have the chest pains, angina, all kinds of other different things. Along with that, I've had a couple strokes recently, so that's kind of why I stopped posting so much. I also have some mental issues. I'm bipolar, if you guys haven't been able to tell. Or at least they suspect I am. I haven't been diagnosed by a, whatchamacallit, but it's highly suspected by therapists and other such people. And I have social anxiety, in which I have had tests, crazy amounts of tests, for the past 5 years. And they don't know what's going on with me, because on the physical side, I am pretty much healthy on all accounts, aside from the side effects I'm having. And they don't know what's accounting for the side effects. But all my medical doctors are leaning towards me having a really, really serious form of social anxiety. Basically, my treatment right now has been to isolate myself from the world. Even online interactions, I've noticed, will increase my blood pressure. So basically, I'm a hermit. I guess simply put. It sucks. I have panic attacks and anxiety on top of that. And it's not in the SJW type of I'm gonna cry about everything type of way. It's real, it's legit, it's not me overreacting. I'd much rather not have these issues. It's not, my triggers aren't oh, I heard something I didn't like. My triggers seem to be just being around people in general. Granted, I don't like conflict and all that other stuff too. I will avoid that. I'm a flighter, not a fighter. So, I also noticed recently I've lost a bit of my ability to draw. And I'm assuming, and a few of my other medical doctors have assumed, it's most likely due to some of my strokes. I'm gaining that back with a lot of practice. I have trouble writing because of the anxiety disorder and dealing with the disability process. It's been a long process, and the disability people that review your case file, they have acknowledged that I'm severely limited. However, they come up with these weird jobs that they assume I can do. We tested that out, because originally my first denial I went back to work as a barista at a Tim Hortons. And I had so much trouble there, my EKG went nuts, and I eventually quit after having a panic attack on the job. There was that. And then, I got another denial letter. I finally hired an attorney for the hearing, and I'm just waiting back to hear from the hearing. It's been roughly about 4 weeks since the hearing. So what does this all mean, to my writing and my ability to become a writer, which is what I really want to do? It's pretty grim because yes, I love writing. It's definitely a passion of mine. Always will be. I'll always share my writing, but I don't think I can handle the having editors, dealing with the people, book signings, stuff like that. I don't think I could actually do that. It might actually literally put me in a hospital if I were to go through that process. So that kind of sucks. I'm really limited to pretty much nothing right now. My cardiologist doesn't even want me walking. I still do at times because I don't want to atrophy. Like, literally atrophy is one of the things I have to worry about because they don't really want me to exert myself with my blood pressures being so out of whack. And until they've tested everything, they don't feel comfortable letting me move around freely. So I'm pretty much stuck in my room 24/7 all day. I go for walks in the middle of the night normally. That's to avoid pollen because I'm an asthmatic anyways. Yeah, add that on top of it. So basically what I'm saying is you're going to have bursts of me posting and then bursts of me not posting. For the foreseeable future, I don't know how frequent I'm going to be. I can give my opinion on things, I guess. I'll post every now and then, but mostly I have to be isolated in my own little world. And that is the fate that it appears that I've been given. What that means for my future, I have no clue. But hey, there's worse things in life than that. I could be paralyzed. There could be a lot of other issues going on. I could be in a war-torn country. I could have no place to be. There's endless possibilities of worse situations. What this does mean is I am bored lots of times, and I can't really entertain myself all the time. It's hard to write when you're freaking out all the time. I'm hoping this changes once I get an answer from the hearing, the AJL, or yeah, I think it's AJL. Anyways, once I get an answer, which it should be any day now, I will probably be able to write more. And I might be more frequent. If you catch me on any of my pages, that's great. Basically, what I'm saying is this is probably going to be a dead channel. I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers that you expect to see on a daily basis or even on a weekly basis. I'm probably going to be I pop up every now and then. So if you want to subscribe, I completely understand. Yeah, but that's just how it's gonna be. That's my life, and that's what I've been given. If you're struggling with something like this, and you're going through something like this, you're not alone in the world. There's a lot of people that are struggling through even worse than what I've just described. And, I shouldn't be acting like, I have a large plight, because I really don't. Stay positive. If you stay positive, you'll stay fine. Regardless of all these events that have happened to me, I'm relatively healthy. And what I mean by relatively healthy, I'm not in a wheelchair. I'm not keeling over. I'm not, in a hospital 24/7. As a matter of fact, I've been in the hospital less this year than I think any other year, regardless of the strokes I've had, since I've started having these incidents. I used to go to the hospital every few months. Not even months. It was every other month, maybe even every month for a while. I was in the hospital for one reason or another. This year, I have been to the hospital, I think, 3 or 4 times, maybe 5. For different issues, but I've never been admitted this year. So, this year has been good. I haven't been admitted. I consider that a record. And I just gotta stay positive and hope that we eventually figure out what this is. And if it is mental, I wish that they would be able to diagnose me with something so I know, kind of a name for it. What is this weird mental condition that causes me more physical ailments than mental ailments? Granted, I do have mental ailments. I'm not gonna lie. Anyone that knows me personally knows that I'm a little batty. I'm a little off the hinges. Crazy. So, yeah. But basically, I just wanted to give you guys a fair and full update so you understand what is going on without me having to skirt around the topic. It's out there. It's in the open. You guys know exactly what it is now. And I hope that I still am able to press on and do what I want to do with my life, regardless of these hindrances. And that's all you really can do. You can only keep pushing forward. If you stop, you're going to lose. That's just how it is. If you don't stop and keep going, you will succeed. You might not do it quickly. It might take you your entire life. But you'll get to a certain point where you'll succeed. God bless everyone, and, keep strong and keep the faith.